Nothing to see here.
Everything's fine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. This is the show that is meant to teach and help those of you watching, but the opinions stated by those of us on the show are not that of Smiteworks USA LLC, or of Fantasy Grounds, or DM's Guild, or The Forge, or United Artists, or Sony, or anybody. It's just opinions. And we got a good one for you tonight. I'm here currently with one of my co-hosts, Robin. How are you?
I'm tired. How are you?
I'm excited.
I'm also excited.
You're
Yes.
tired,
I
excited.
I I'm a really big fan of things that Mad Nomad makes, so I'm really excited for this show. So I'm excited. I'm tired, but I am
uh,
excited.
Good. All right. Well, for whatever reason that we don't know, neither Fury, Fate, or Drake are here right now. They might show up, but they're not currently here. So we're going to get right to our guest, Mr. Mad Nomad. How are you, sir?
Doing good.
All right. Glad you're here. We are going to show a lot of your extensions. Mad Nomad, why don't you? I'm sure everybody watching knows, but for those that might not, or somebody that pops on YouTube and sees this, why don't you tell everybody a little about yourself and how you got into making so many fantastic extensions with Fantasy Grounds, and just in your own words, a little bit of background on you.
Sure. Yeah. I've been playing Fantasy Grounds for a long time, decade or something like that. And during the whole COVID fiasco, found myself with some free time. So learned how to make extensions and started like building stuff. I'm a UI UX designer by trade, so I just wanted to improve some of the features and stuff like that, and got into it. And now I've done, I don't know, like 15 extensions now or something crazy. I was just, after doing this last one, it made me realize there's a lot of them.
Yeah. There's maybe 20 of them, I think. We can actually count if we want to. And then I met you maybe, I don't know, a couple, three years ago or something, and you and I sort of partnered up there and got familiar with each other, and you did a lot of great work, and so I sort of became a little bit of a champion of yours with my community, because we use all, if not, or most, if not all, of your extensions pretty much in every game that we play, and most of the people I know use them. So there's a big list, everybody. We'll just go over them really quick, and then we'll load Fantasy Grounds up, and I'm just going to let Mad Nomad take it away. And you know what we should do is really quick, we should go to the Fantasy Grounds Forge. I don't have bookmarks for this. And get Mad Nomad's page. So why don't we do that? And I'll put the link in the chat for everybody so that you can see all of his extensions. And that way, if you want to look at them during the show, that it'll be this page with all of his extensions on it. So okay, so he's got animated combat, automatic actions, bigger drop downs, character sheet effects display, character sheet tweaks, coin manager, consumable items, core. That's the new one from today. Downtime tracker, enhanced encounter window, filterable inventory, forge updater, interactive portraits, modular UI, party combat stats, so quite a bit. And then journal and journal 2. So journal 2 is a more advanced one, so we're going to load that one. We're not going to load journal because it doesn't have all the features of journal 2. So we'll fire up Fantasy Grounds, and then Mad Nomad, I'm just going to let you dictate to me what you want me to open and show, and kind of let you run the game here, and we'll just flow with that.
All right, well, first of all, let's cross our fingers. You're the first person to load this outside of me, so we'll see if it works.
All right, if it blows up, that would be par. That would be par for the show. If something breaks, that happens all the time when we do stuff. So,
Loading.
oh, and while we're loading here, just want to mention to everybody that portal packs are now public. People can make portal packs and sell them with us. If you want information on that, go to my Discord channel and look for the portal packs room, and it'll explain what you need to do. Okay. So we got a couple windows here. What are we looking at here?
So that first one we'll mention is the Forge Upgrader. So that's been around for a while. That was a cool way for people who had gotten the DMs Guild extensions that I did a long time ago that was able to move over to the Forge, a method to get a free Forge copy. Relevant because this is the last week I'm supporting this. It's been a year now since that was released, so it's giving you plenty of time. I feel like 500, 600 people or something like that submit things there. A lot of manual gifting of extensions. It was a lot of work, but they're going to be wrapping that up this month. So if people haven't converted their old DMs Guild M&M stuff, they should do that ASAP.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I decided myself, since we didn't have any way to do it other than something like what you did manually. I counted. I emailed DMs Guild and I said, how many people are we talking about? And there was an actual number that was a 5-digit number, it was like 12,450 people or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not doing that. So so
Good on you for doing it for like this long. I totally
yeah, a
understand why
year. That's
you're
very generous of you.
moving away from it. Yeah.
And the only thing people have to know about that is that if you bought it on DMs Guild and it's on the Forge, you can rebuy it, but you don't have to because it'll always still work on the DMs Guild. But it's just kind of a pain in the ass because the Forge updates stuff automatically and people love that. And then if you're on DMs Guild, you got to kind of go look to see, oh, do I need to update this? They might. Don't hold me to this, but I'm on their Discord, their official like creator Discord, and they're doing so many improvements, and automatic updates might be a thing in the future, but don't hold me to that.
Nice.
So yeah. All right. What do we got? Forge upgrader change log.
You can close that one out. Now, the big thing we're showing here is these next two windows. So this is M&M Core. This is, mainly a quality of life enhancement extension. So what this does is this is now a required extension for anything that I have on the Forge. It's for free though, so don't worry about that. But you will need to get it and download it in order for all the other M&M Forge extensions to work. And the reason that I did this was there's a couple different reasons. One, it puts everything in one spot so you can see what you have loaded, and we'll get into like some of the other stuff you can see in a minute. But all the information is in one window, so there's not a bunch of like pop-up windows whenever something is updated. And the other main thing it will do is it lets me consolidate a lot of the code that's shared across stuff into the one main core extension. So with all the changes that FGU is constantly making, I'm constantly having to go like updating a bunch of different extensions, and it makes it hard for me to do it, makes it slower for me to update. So this will make it faster and easier for me to do updates and hopefully be able to spend more time making enhancements and new things. So
Nice.
You won't directly
So cool.
see the benefit, but you'll indirectly get it.
Yeah, like you got to own the base game before you get the expansion packs. It's so cool.
So the core thing is not listed in
Right.
in here. Okay. But it tells you, so this thing is, say you need it. Now, if I close this, and will that always pop up, or what will happen?
If you have core loaded, that will show only the first time you load this thing. Then if you have, it'll show up forever if you don't get core, because it's going to keep telling you, hey, you
That's
need
so
core.
amazing. I don't even know how the hell you make Fantasy Grounds do that. Like show it once, don't show it again. It's just pretty much amazing. So I'm looking at this thinking, okay, we didn't load Player Journal. We didn't load that, but we did load Coin Manager.
Now, right?
Say that again, Robin.
Oh, sorry. I know a little bit about Bad Nomad extensions. Like we're not supposed to use the original journal extension anymore.
Right, that's
if
why
I
I didn't
understand
load it.
correctly. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like we're supposed to be using the new one because the
Right.
new one's better.
Exactly. So, but I don't see the word updated here with Coin Manager. So tell me.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you close this window, Rob, for a second?
Yeah.
And go in the chat and type /MNM. Okay, so apparently one of those glitches I was talking about. So yeah, looks like that one's not marked as updated for some reason, but it should be. I'll try to figure that out after the call.
Okay, so that's just a mistake. Okay.
Yeah,
because we did load Coin Manager, and now say that were true. Say I did have an outdated copy, what would someone do? They would go to the Forge and download and
They're always gonna. These are
oh,
all
that's
Forge
true.
extensions. You're always gonna have the updated. This is just letting you know if there's anything new that's happened. Because if you click on the log file, the log link next to like one of these, that's going to give you the change history. So
Oh
you'll know
man.
that, oh, something new has happened. Let me go read what was changed with this extension.
Patch
Oh, that's
notes.
pretty
I
cool.
love it.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna put
I'm
it all into gaming terms, right? This is where you'd read the patch notes,
read the patch
see who got
notes.
nerfed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like if you look at automatic actions, the info link there, if there's any like updated special like, instructions or something that are relevant to that extension, you'll be able to see them here. And I can easily like add those so people are aware of them without having to like go read the forum somewhere or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. So it's all right here. And this is
Sure.
brand new today, right? This core
Yep.
is
Just
yeah.
launched like 30 minutes ago. So
Yeah, great. Yeah, because I remember you sent it to me right before the show. So yeah, so everybody should rush over to that link. I'm gonna put that link in there again. If you're a Mad Nomad, any of his extensions, go and get the core, and that's free, and download it and or add it to your account and then update your account, and then you'll have this, and then you'll be in the know for everything current and in the future that he'll have. And let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4. Boy, you were right. You said 15, and it is 15. It's almost like you're the person that did it. Because I could have
yeah.
sworn there was like 20 of them. Because I get so excited. I think there's so much stuff. Um, okay. If you have any questions, guys, in the chat, if you're watching on Twitch live, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll answer them. If anybody, I mean, this seems pretty straightforward. I don't know what questions people might have. And if they do
And,
have questions, go
Rob, if
ahead.
you want to take and like reload in the back, why don't you reload it and you can see the difference? Like, and hopefully, the update should go away because it'll detect that you previously saw these extension notes. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah, we'll
then
do that.
when I release a new version, you'll be able to see it pop back up again and tell you one of them's changed.
Meanwhile, while that's loading really quick, we can all look at the ne'er-do-wells outside, right out there on the right-hand side with their bikes and their whatever these kids are doing. I don't know. I'm one of those guys that sits in my house and wonders when those kids are going to come knock on my door and stab me. I don't know.
They're not.
Okay, here we go. We're back.
99.9% of children would not do that.
Thank you, Robin, for telling me that there's 1%.
0.1%.
Whatever. 0.1%
It's like the one kid in Ohio,
oh, it's not here. Okay. So
No.
yeah, so I do see the coin manager somehow was updated.
No offense to you Ohioans.
And it didn't load the other thing, so that's good. And this if I click I've read these instructions, that will now not show up, right?
Yeah, you can close that thing out. That most people, once you loaded that once, you don't even load that anymore. So most people can delete that
Yeah.
or take it off as well. Yeah, that's also from the upgrader. So that's
Okay.
yeah.
So there you go. Last time this was blank. Now it says updated.
There's a question from Roachware in chat. Do we have to download and activate M&M Core separately?
Yes.
You'll need to get that from the Forge. Yep.
Yeah.
Look,
So
I'm just here to read chat's questions, okay?
You go to the Forge. You add it to your account. Here, I'll show you. You go here.
Oh, you just scrolled by it. Yep, right in the middle.
Right here. You go to this thing. It'll say buy, because I already have it. It'll say buy, and then you click on buy, and it doesn't cost anything. And then update your Fantasy Grounds software, and then it'll be there in the extensions available for you to see when you load any campaign. it'll be called NMN Core, and you just click that dot, make sure the dot's lit, and start, and that's what causes you to see this. And once again, the whole point of this is you'll see everything that Mad Nomad has made on the Fantasy Grounds Forge, and whether you have it or whether it's loaded, or I have everything loaded, and I own all of it. So yours might show that you don't have one, or like I didn't load this one, right? So that's blank. So that's why that's that. So that's a good question.
Coin Manager has been updated.
Yeah, because remember it was blank last time. So wait, for those with no audio, the answer is yes. Who doesn't have audio?
Listen, I do. Sometimes people watch the VODs back and they skip through things or whatever, but then you see the chat when you watch the VODs, anyways. Look, I'm just trying to be as helpful as possible to as many viewers as possible. You're welcome.
I am down with that. I am DTH, down to help. Okay, Mad Nomad, what else do we want to show today?
Well, we didn't. The downtime tracker is a pretty new one, and I think you mentioned you didn't have that. You want to? I can show you what that does if you want.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that one. Mosk and Foz, thank you for the
resub.
Thank you for the resub, BitBoss. I mean Hype Boss. I'm still used to calling it BitBoss. So how do I get into downtime tracker?
Sure. So if you go to the party sheet, and you go to the new tab there called downtime.
Boom.
And here's what you can use to like track tasks that your party might be doing, like building a keep or like trying to craft a magic item or whatever. So you can click on track new task. And then you can determine like which character this is for, if it's for the whole party. So you just have to type in a name that matches whoever.
Oh, it has to be somebody in the party sheet, you mean?
It doesn't have to be, but it'll tie to them. If you use their name, then they'll be able to see it and others won't.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
See, there's the
token.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's say I'm crafting magic
Potions?
wand. Oh yeah, potions is better. Crafting
that's more
potion
common.
of climbing because I'm super boring.
Yeah, people need those potions of climbing. Mm-hmm. So useful.
So then as the DM, you can determine like how long it takes them to do this, so you can enter whatever you wanted into here. I mean, this one may not be the best example because I don't know. I don't forget how the rules work, but I don't think it takes that long for some of these.
6 successes.
So it might cost 5 gold. Now under I see. No, I'm reading time. Math, right? Required success. Oh, maximum failures. I see. And then required cost 5. Changes to 1. And
so this is like really used for like things that take a long period. That might take like many weeks of a campaign. That you don't want to like lose track of. So you go ahead and like
you can hide it from other players or not. So that's kind of cool. All right, so there we go.
There's a question about this feature in particular from BR Jemmett. Some players use like strange name or characters in their names, characters' names. Yeah, that's a tough one. Can you just drag their portrait over to that little pop-up and have it put their name in the box?
I don't think that works today. No.
Okay.
But you should be able to copy and paste their name though from their character sheet.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Maybe
you can open the
feature request for the future then.
Stay tuned. Whoever asked that question, they might have a chance to do something about that later.
Yeah.
Well, don't want to give it away, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also you could type in like a party task and just and everyone will be able to see that as well. So the naming is only really relevant if you do the hide from other players thing.
Okay.
So then if you go to one of these things, the idea would be like, okay, it's a session today and Tommy's doing some carousing and he gets some rolls and like, let's say he gets a success, then you would hit like the green check mark button up to the right of that.
Yeah.
And it will track that you had a success. And if you can do the same thing with failure, you can do that same thing with time and coins. So you kind of see where you are in like the progress of whatever it is you're doing,
Sweet. And then when it's over, you can just, oops, you can just delete it.
Yep.
Delete,
Well, I
yes.
need this extension right now.
So yeah, this can
People have
be,
been finding some interesting ways to use it. Like, I wasn't really sure exactly how people would end up using it, but pretty much anything you could think of tracking and whatever that requires time or money or skill checks of some kind could be
yeah.
tracked here.
So is it tied to like the calendar when days advance? Does it subtract days from the crafting time?
Unfortunately, not.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't like, well, what if you didn't craft that day? So it's like
Oh,
I
fair
wasn't really
enough.
sure how to handle that. But
Okay.
maybe in the future I can tie it to the calendar in some way. That would be cool.
Yeah. So it's all you basically are just tracking their successes and failures, and it's kind of like input based. And
Yep.
cool. I
It's
like
like a
that.
fancy
That's
notepad,
really cool.
really. Nothing too crazy.
I love it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go get it right now.
most games I've played of 5e, most campaigns uh, have been light on downtime activities, but I've always been fascinated with like different stuff you can do, and because sometimes the DM will say you get back to your home base city and you spend a week. What do you want to do? And it's like, oh, let's get this out and start tracking some shit. I mean, like, let's do it. Downtime tracker, yeah, there we go. Thank you, Robin. So yeah, so that's
You're
pretty
welcome.
awesome. That especially for heavy campaigns that go weeks and months, and they're big, long, sprawling adventures that take up a lot of time, and characters can do. I mean, if you go to the downtime activities, which I don't know if that's in the player's handbook or the DMG, I can't remember, but there's like so many different options you can do, even if all you're doing is gambling and drinking and whatever.
Carousing.
Carousing, yeah. And then you can craft stuff, and you can I believe that all of what's listed in the rules are only the main suggestions. You and your DM can get together and say, well, maybe treasure hunting is another thing you could do, or whatever. It could be almost anything. But then you
Yeah,
gotta,
something I've done when I was DMing is like, so the party would discover some like magical tomb or something that wasn't like guaranteed they would be able to decipher it. And so like if they got so many failures before they got successes, they might blow up or something. Yeah, so things like that, or require a certain amount of time spent before they'd be able to unlock the knowledge in the book.
yeah, right. So yeah, like you said, this can track time, successes, failures, money spent. Uh, basically any scenario you can come up with to have all of these different parameters that you might use. So yeah, really cool.
And this is on sale now in honor of this show here.
It's on sale, everybody. Oh my god, let's take a look. Um, it is 480 coins down from 600. So 20%. Oh, it even tells you 20% off right there. Boom. So there you go. In honor. And when will that not be on sale anymore? 10 minutes after the
I
show.
put it for at least a week.
At least a week. Okay, yeah. It's funny that the sales system, I found out the hard way. I don't know if you know this. You can do a sale, and then you can't do it for, I think, 60 days. Because I did do a Thanksgiving thing, and then I couldn't do Christmas. And I emailed Doug, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's you're locked out for you can do a sale, but you can only do it once every 60 days." And I was like, "What the?"
There you go, everybody. This is the last sale in 60 days, I guess.
Yeah, because I didn't understand why that was, but
And only
it is.
advertised on this show, not
That's
anywhere
right.
else. I didn't tell anybody else about it.
Okay, well that's awesome. Thank you for doing that. That's amazing. What else do we want to show here?
I mean, that's it. I don't think we need to go into all the other stuff, right? I mean, that would take forever. So
Yeah, just really quick. I want to one of my favorite ones is this one. These are going to all be zeros, obviously, because we haven't adventured with this example. But the party combat sheet is just amazing because it keeps track of everything in the campaign from when you start until you're to the day you're doing it, up to date, and it'll show hits, crits, misses, fumbles, damage dealt, best hit, number of kills, healing you've given, healing you've received, damage taken, how many times you've been KO'd, spells landed, spells missed, saves made, saves failed, best kill CR level, and then the name of the thing, like Aboleth or whatever you killed will appear there. And then the black numbers are all time stats, and for the current session, it would put below that, it would put blue, so you can see what you've done today and what you've done all time. And then it also has the ability to click this button, and it'll show any NPCs that have been in fights or have been killed. But then that can get, throughout a campaign, that can get quite a big list. So sometimes you want to have it on, sometimes you don't. But anyway, that's just a quick explanation of unlock stats. Oh my God! Now see, I've never seen this. Edit messages. Oh, see, I didn't know about all this. You can mess with it. Delete NPC stats. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If you get a giant big list, you can just delete them. So yeah, in case anything goes wrong or there's a glitch, you can actually go in and edit the stats. That's amazing. I never even knew that was there. So we use this in our campaigns, and it's pretty fun to show your cleric how much healing they've done, or your fighter how many times she hit someone, or what the best kill was, and it's just a lot of fun. And that's I think that's probably my favorite one of the ones you have. Even though every single one of them you've done is very useful, that's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Robin, do you have a favorite? The core.
No. I mean, that's such a tough choice to make. I really like the journal, but I mean, we also use the character sheet effects display. That one's like just so universally useful. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
now
would
that
probably
you're
say the
saying that,
journal is
that's
my
maybe
favorite.
that's tied for my favorite now, because I do
I
like.
love the journal. I love like players can drop like map links on the journal. They can drop story things, just so many things on the journal. It's so useful for players. So yeah, I really like that one.
Gorbidal says interactive portraits is nice.
I have not played with it. I own it, but I haven't played with it all that
What does
much.
interactive portraits do, Mad Nomad?
That will let you see your portraits and change the size of them and see like the little blood tracker bars, how healthy they are.
Is that on maps, you mean?
No, it's like in the top left of the portraits.
Oh,
Like
in the top left. Okay, so if we
you'd
hit
have to have
player.
a player connected in order to see it because you're just the
Oh,
DM.
okay. Let's maybe do that. Let's do. How do you? I can't remember how to do.
I'm gonna join
Oh
your
yeah, thank you.
campaign.
Join local host.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I melt down and I can't even remember how to work anything.
Oh man, I'm a little upset that you guys like the effects display one because that one keeps me up the nightmares. That's like
I think a lot of people like that one though.
so much that's so difficult to keep working.
I believe it. It interacts with a lot, and I've heard that like extensions that in particular interact with the character sheet in and of itself can be pretty finicky. So that makes sense.
I think that's probably one reason why I like it so much. Is you can tell just by the sheer number of variables and I'm a numbers person. Like I'm a big murder hobo, crunchy, fighty kind of guy. And if I can look and see like how many hits did I get and how much damage did I do, and that's I just love that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see if I pick Bobby here. Now is this for players or DMs or both?
For both. So if you go to your settings now, you'll see a new set of settings at the bottom for your portrait sizes. So you can
Ah,
change the size of your portrait.
oh, so
And
nice.
now if you do some damage to Bobby with a DM from somebody like an NPC or something.
Let's do. let's open this guy and do some damage to Bobby. Which, whoops.
Instant death. Well, that doesn't do as much good.
Oh no, that's bad. Okay.
Oh, you get
Because
zero hit
these,
points.
yeah,
That's
he
fine.
doesn't have any hit points. These are example characters, that's why. So let's just try that again. Let's try that again. No, what the hell? What the hell? What was
More
that?
instant death.
Oh my god, I can't even grab the dice and move it. Okay, right here. Oh yeah, yeah, we use this one. So the blood goes up and then here's his picture. The blood goes up so let's see, let's do some more damage. Yes, we do use this because the first time like the DM loaded it and I didn't know it was coming, and I was cracking up because everybody's token had blood all over it, so it just keeps climbing. And
You
if
can
you
also
do,
drag if you drag that effect prone onto him, should put an icon up there too that shows you that he's prone when you look at the picture. That's weird, or maybe not.
okay, show health, show portraits, yes. Oh, portrait
That's so
icons,
cool
yes.
though.
It's weird. It should be showing. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's odd. But it might be probably prone doesn't
Oh,
have
did
one.
it? Maybe. Hold on. Did it? Yeah, prone did go on there. Let's see. Is there another frightened?
Oh,
Frightened showed up. So just oh, if you hover over, it doesn't tell you. Oh, Oh, that is prone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think it might be delayed for some reason on
Oh, okay.
needs to refresh. That's another little bug I got to work out. Never-ending bugs.
Never ending. The more you do, the more there is. So wait, let's go to. I just want to see. I just want to see if. So maybe it is. Now, is there a key for those? Do we know by looking at a portrait like which one we're talking about?
Not really. Just I mean, your best guess and the ones that are on the character sheet. But
Right, you can look and see what it is, but on the thing. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go. See, I can't handle just even going between.
it's a nice idea though. I could add like a hover over effect on it. That might be useful.
So I have prone, frightened, incapacitated, grapple, and paralyzed, and it's only chosen to give me 3 of those. So some of them might be not showing up, but yeah, that's cool. And then I wonder if yeah, if you go more than 4, is that too many and I won't do it?
Yeah, you're just having a really bad day at that point. Like,
But yeah, I do love that because the blood thing goes up, and then wait a minute, what happens when? What happens when? Oh, you're just you're just full of blood. Yeah, that's great. I love that. I mean, so much of you guys, Mad Nomad. I mean, if you haven't got his extensions, everything. I mean, almost pretty much every. I think by definition, any extension anybody makes just really enhances your gameplay because it's something that Fantasy Grounds doesn't have. And you know what happens a lot of times? I mean, I can think of at least a half a dozen times where a community extension was so beloved that they just went to the community person and said, "Hey, can we have that?" And they put it in. And so sometimes they ask, sometimes they don't. But nobody usually really gets mad because if somebody made something awesome for the game and the powers that be decided to add it, that's good for everybody.
probably look at my code and be like, "No way, this is a mess."
Well, yeah, like I remember when I first did, I did the spell codings in I think mid 2017, and everyone was really excited about it. But the blowback was a lot of people were like, this should be included. I shouldn't have to pay for this. This should already be in there. And that can be said for like any community extension, right? Or module. But the problem is, the manpower to, I mean, that's my full-time job is keeping that shit running. Right? And they didn't want to have to hire somebody or hire a whole extra person just to chase that down, because there's so many working parts. I mean, it took me 1,000 hours to build all that stuff, and then Robin's done the extra the magic items outside the DMG, and it took her I don't know how many hours you put into that, Robin.
A lot.
And still
it's
an ongoing.
Still not even done,
right?
Because I just can't always buy the new things when they come out. So sometimes I do them like months after new releases or whatever. Oof, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is that just the time it takes, not just to build it, but to keep it. Like I get a few emails. I mean, it used to be several a day, but now I get maybe a few emails a week, not emails or DMs or whatever, Discord messages. Like, hey Rob, you spelled armor wrong in this one effect, because they were all done manually. They were all typed out. There wasn't much copying and pasting. It was all manual work way back then. And so I'll go fix that. And of course, I can't sleep if anybody finds an error. I have to fix it right away, or I can't go to bed, because I'll be like literally having a nightmare that it doesn't work. But the point of that whole story is that, the people, those of us that make things in the community to add to Fantasy Grounds, if John and Doug decided they wanted to add something in, it's got to be something they think they can do without having to create an extra trail of chasing errors or fixing it or whatever. It has to be pretty solid. And the thing, like, for example, my spell codings, that's never done, right? Because every new source that comes out, you got to make the new stuff. And they just don't want to have a person to do that. They'd rather I do it. They're happy with me, and I can charge people money, and they're fine with that because they get a cut anyway. So, it's a win-win for everybody. Any other ones that you wanted to showcase, Mad Nomad, here before we send you off to make 12 more extensions by the end of the week, please?
I don't think so. I mean, the only other thing I had is I wanted to do that giveaway we were talking about. If you're cool with that,
absolutely, we can do a giveaway. Now, what did you want to give away?
I'll give away whoever wins can tell me what update they want me to make to any of my extensions, and I'll make it my next thing.
Oh my God! Okay, so let me see if I understand. The winner of the drawing can instruct you what feature they would like in a new extension or an update on an existing extension.
An update on an existing one. It's got to be doable within reason, obviously. So I'll up to my discretion, but
so not please make Coin Manager actually distribute money to me. Like that's not feasible.
It already does that.
But I mean in real life, like send PayPal money to me directly. That's just a little joke. Roachware's favorite is filterable inventory. Okay, so here, let me get the little raffle thing up here. So we're gonna do a keyword raffle, and the prize will be can request a MNN update of your choice. So the keyword for that will be MNM. We'll do that. So we'll start that. So guys, in the chat, type exclamation MNM. And if you are the winner, you will be able to request to Mad Nomad what type of update or what type of added feature. You'll have a discussion with him about what you would like to see him do with any of his 15 extensions. Robin, are you entering that?
No. No, not like that, but because I want chat to have, like, I try not to.
Yeah, but you always have good suggestions, is why I thought.
Yeah. I'll just PM Mad Nomad. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. I'm
because
kidding.
remember when you, like, I always do that. Like, I joke to Bob and Maticuri and all the guys on Team Tui. Like, we come up with an idea and I go, okay, I give you 20 minutes. You know, that's always the joke. And because anytime you think about, like, and Mad Nomad knows this, like, okay, if I'm gonna make that feature, you can already, even though you don't know for sure, you can kind of calculate, like, okay, that's 40 hours of work. Oh my god, you know. All right, looks like we got about 7 people. So let's see who gets to do it. I will also give away a prize, a physical item as well during the show. All right, so the winner is Roachware. Okay, so congrats, Roachware. You can, I guess, send a PM to Mad Nomad. Is that what you'd like him to do?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so PM Mad Nomad in Discord. If you have trouble finding him, I'll help you. But go ahead
You can
and.
also put it in the channel too on your server as well. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he does have a. Mad Nomad has his own room on the server called Mad Nomad Stuff, and you can get a hold of him there. You can right click his name and send him a personal message if you don't want it to be public. And that way you're allowed to give him your idea for his update. Now, that's amazing. Nobody's ever given away such a thing. That seems a little, like, positively ridiculous, but in a good way to me. Like, oh my god. So let me give away a physical prize. What now? How do I? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna cancel that. So Roachware, you know what's up with that. Now I'm gonna actually give away just a thing I usually do. So this will be a thing. You guys know what's up. If you're new to the show, I sort of take shortcuts. But if you're new to the show, what we're doing here is just giving away an item on the DM's Guild or the Forge. You can pick which one you want, a single item, and I will award you that for free, so you don't have to buy it. There's over 500 items to choose from. So in the chat, type !thing if you want to be in this drawing. And once we pick a winner, I even have a slide, don't I, Robin?
Yep.
I have a prize slide which I can show people, and then forget to take off and do something else later, and people go, we can't see what you're doing. That's what always happens. I also re-downloaded Rob's modules for those two and retired it. And it's still, he's answering people in his. I'm trying to read this thing. He's answering. So okay, 10 seconds, everybody. Got a few people in. I see some familiar names, and I see a couple names that I don't think I've seen before. All right, here we go. The winner is, boom, Gorbidal. So Gorbidal, you know what to do. I don't even need to put this prize slide up. He knows what's up. Gorbidal last won in August of 22. So the last time Gorbidal won a prize was, what, 11 months ago? Wait. No. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, Robin. You do it.
I don't know how to do it.
So 4 plus, 7 months ago, something like that. So
you know I'm not that smart.
listen,
I'm not that smart.
So this is what Gorbidal already knows this, but this is what happens if you win a prize. You get a hold of me and you tell me what you want. All right, last chance, everybody. If you're in the chat right now and you do have a question for our guest, Mad Nomad, he's here, so he can answer your questions. Let me just remind everybody, I will remember the screen to go back to the list of what he has. If you have questions about any of these extensions that you see listed here, go ahead and let us know, and we'll try to get him to answer it. Otherwise, you will be instructed to, after the stream ends, go to the link that we provided, and I'll give it to you again, and just buy all of it. Just get it all. Just buy everything he has because you know you want it. And plus, the one thing's on sale, so don't forget about that. Oh, that's a great question. BR Gemma wants to know any projects on the horizon that you can tell us about, Mad Nomad.
Yeah. Cool. So, Coin Manager 2, there's a bunch of changes that I want to make there, but it requires me to rewrite the entire thing. Fantasy Grounds changed the way they do coins and want to make it work for all the different rule sets and do a lot of new stuff. Maybe, probably not send Rob money. I don't think I got that feature. But
Damn it!
yeah, the rest of
Just my
uh,
a penny into my PayPal account every hour. That would be awesome. It's like that thing. They did it in. I thought of this in high school too, but they did it. They actually did it in Office Space, where
space,
they, yeah,
right?
they skimmed like hundreds, tenths of pennies for that nobody would miss, and then it put it into an account. It was like 30 grand, and they were like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, we thought of that in high school. Like, how can we scam the interest fractions? A fraction of a penny, exactly, exactly. So, Coin Manager 2. Anything else you got in your brain?
Reactions, combat reactions. So, like, if you hit a player as a DM with a monster, it'll pop up a message for the player and you saying, "Do you want to use your shield spell?" And the DM will get a message saying, "Hey, this person may be shielding. Hold on, don't roll damage yet."
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, reaction. Yeah, because that always happens. You go, wait, cunning action. Oh, I already did the damage. Damn it! And then you have to undo it and then redo it. Yeah, that's a great idea. I look forward to that. I can't believe we don't have any other questions. I think what it is most of the people that watch the show use these things and they know what's up. They don't have any questions. They just hope they win a prize. But sometimes we get new people. What about you, Robin? Do you have any questions?
Not that I can think of.
My question is, where's Drake and Furied? What's up?
Drake's not feeling well, he
Oh,
said.
he did say he wasn't feeling well. Okay.
Mhm.
I missed that. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, he says. Okay. Well, I get to do this. I get to go to the thing and take out people's names, right? That's always take out everyone's name except Robin, and then I copy the formatting and make it green because that's like show complete, right? Boom.
Yeah, good
So
thing I
next
made
week,
it
guys,
tonight.
barring it, yeah, I mean, the next few weeks, probably this will all be, unless we get, I am trying to get, like, the likes of Matakuri and Diablo Bob and Kent McCullough and Troy to come on the show to showcase their stuff too. But, people are busy and, so we try the best we can to get those people. Drake says he's in chat, so he wants credit for what you do is you italicize it. The thing is, Drake, you've been in chat this whole time. We never heard you. You didn't say anything. But good, I see you. I acknowledge you. All right. Well, for some reason, I thought we were going to be doing like 3 hours of. I really did think this was going to be a long show, but we went through that pretty fast. Once again, let me give you. Oh, I think I'll do it again. Yeah, Mad Nomad's crafter profile. So that link will get you get you his page on the Forge, so you can buy any of his extensions. Now, theoretically, Mad Nomad, nothing for you on the DM's Guild. There's nothing there anymore, right? For anybody to look at.
There's still a couple old things that we did together a while back, like the counter generator module and stuff like that.
Okay, so then in that case, let's make sure people.
And also, but I guess we didn't mention this specifically, but if you get the core extension, it also has a direct link to all the extensions on Forge to each of them, so you can click and go right to them. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's for their benefit.
Let's go to. Well, that's
I
not.
don't even know if people are still getting anything. I haven't even logged into this in a long time.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on your name and then see what's listed here. So, okay, so there are still a couple items on the DM's Guild Sigis. Well, the encounter generator is awesome. Oh, and battle maps. Yeah, yeah. And then, so it's basically just the encounter. Roachware has reset. Thank you, Roachware. A hype boss. And then the battle maps for those. So, for those of you that don't remember, just really quickly, I mean, it's kind of a long story, but the short version is a couple years ago, DM's Guild freaked out and made us get rid of stuff and move it to the Forge. So we had to, and then some they did and some they didn't. So this was one of the things that got left there. And then, of course, if it is on DM's Guild, you're really kind of not allowed to put it anywhere else. So he can't put this on the Forge by rules of terms of service and whatever. So it's a giant nightmare. But that's no reason that you shouldn't miss out on the encounter generator, because that is quite fantastic and involved, and it does exactly what it says. It generates encounters for you. So, did I put that link in the chat? I didn't do it, did I? Let me go do it. So this is the link if you want to just look at what I'm looking at here, which is his encounter generator. You can get a free trial version of it if you'd like to check it out without paying for it. You can do that. And then it's got maps that go with the train. So there you go. And all the maps are free and everything's free. And the encounter generator is $12. But like I said, you can try it out with the trial first if you'd like to do that. So yeah, that was how long ago? That must have been in like 20.
Like, yeah, their lifetime.
July of 20. Yeah, so 2.5 years. Yeah, almost 3 years. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I guess we'll let this guy go live his life down in the AZ.
You guys again. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. And of course, you're welcome to come back anytime. This is Mad Nomad's 4th time on the show. We counted. And anytime you got a new thing you want to show or come by for whatever reason, you're more than welcome to do that. Of course, I'm talking to you like every couple days anyway, but we get you on the show and get you out to everybody in our audience. But yeah, other than that, I think we are going to end it. We gave away a prize, so I did that. Didn't I do that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Corby doll. That's right. I can't.
Yes.
Oh man, I do not have any type of dementia, but I'll tell you what I do have. I can't remember shit for more than like 5 seconds. But I think I've had that my whole life.
We're all tired.
yeah. So, Robin, is there any final thing you would like to say before we end the stream?
I hope everybody is doing great. And if you want to laugh, look up the TikTok in Congress videos.
Oh yeah, we never talked about that. Yes, if you want to crack up, go to YouTube and search TikTok CEO Congress, and then just sit back and laugh. Yes. Because it's the old people in Congress are out of their minds. Anyways, doesn't matter what party you are, everybody's crazy. Thanks again to Mad Nomad for coming by, and good gaming, everyone.